Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome back to my channel. Now if it's your first time visiting here, thank you so much for stopping by. I am certainly excited to have you here. I love Disney, so I post a ton of Disney content 3+ times a week. So on my channel, you'll see some unboxings, you'll see some hauls, a little bit of trip vlogs when I get to go down to the parks, but you'll also see a lot about Disney pins because I love the Disney pins. Now we do something fun here on Tuesdays. We do themed mystery pin unboxing. So if you like that, I hope you stick around, subscribe, hit the bell notification. You certainly don't want to miss on the Disney fun, and I would love to have you as part of my Disney family. Now, speaking of pins, today we're doing a very special Disney pin tag that I am super excited about because I've been thinking about this tag for quite some time now. I love Disney, I love pins, and I also love the sidekicks. Oh, so you get so much fun with the sidekicks in Disney films. Oftentimes they take over, but that's what makes them so cool. So I wanted to do this pin tag with someone, so I thought of my friend Kate, Princess Minnie, and I messaged her and she said yes, because you know what? Kate is fabulous that way. Now I've known Kate since like forever, since I started my YouTube channel last August. In fact, I'm coming up to my 1-year YouTube anniversary, which will be on Monday the 19th, and I'm pretty excited about that. Whew, how time flies. So I've been friends with Kate this whole time and I absolutely adore her and her channel. She does a ton of fun unboxings too. She does hauls. She's got some Funkos going on, which is really fun. She's just recently been to the park, so we get to see some park vlogs, which is always nice. And she loves pins too. So yes, we are right there, right? So we chatted back and forth and put together a really fun pin tag celebrating the Disney sidekicks and also sharing some awesome Disney pins. So what couldn't be more fun than that, right? Oh, I'm really excited. Now, stay tuned through the end because at the end I'll be tagging 3+ people to do this tag as well. And I also want you to keep your eye out because I have 3 pins in my tag here that I've never shared before. And also keep your eye out on this. I will be sharing pins from the US parks, but also all of the international parks as well. So I'm pretty excited. So are you ready? Because here comes a Disney Sidekick pin tag. Ah! Our first sidekick is the fun-loving monkey Abu from Aladdin. Now Abu is known for his antics, but he's also known for his keen eye for anything sparkly or anything with jewels on it, right? So Abu brings us our first category, and that's share a pin that sparkles or has jewels on it. And you know, when I think of sparkle and jewels, I do tend to think of my girl Tinkerbell with all that pixie dust floating around. And the first pin I have here is one of the 3 that I've never shared yet. So I'm pretty excited to share this. It comes from a monthly release that Disney had in 2014 called Funny Business. And it is Tinkerbell. And she is behind this window because her business is a charm school. And I love this pin because it does have some sparkle, but there are jewels embedded right in the pin. This Tinkerbell pin comes from a monthly release collection from 2014 called Funny Business. And I wasn't collecting pins in 2014, so I'm really happy to. I found this collection. There's quite a few of them that I'm actually interested in because there's 12 of them. They were a monthly release for the year with different characters behind business windows, business doors, business windows. And this one is, of course, Tinkerbell. And when you open her window, she is running a charm school where etiquette is optional, which is very much like our girl Tinkerbell, right? Well, here are all her pixie dusting stars, and these stars here do have jewels embedded in them. See if you can see that from the side there. And I absolutely love this pin. It's limited edition to 1,000, and Tinkerbell is just awesome. Our next sidekick is Meeko, that mischievous raccoon friend of Pocahontas. Now, Meeko is an awesome sidekick. He is cute, he is adorable, and he hangs out in nature, which he's a raccoon that way, and he brings us Share a Nature pin. And what I have here might be a little off the beaten track for Share a Nature pin, but it is very nature, and I will get you through this. And it is from Flower and Garden 2018, and it features my 3 favorite caballeros. We've got Donald, Panchito, and Jose, but if you look closely, they are topiaries. You can't get much more nature than a topiary version of Donald, Jose, and Panchito. I love these 3 caballeros, and in topiary form, they are really, really cool. Now, the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot is fabulous. Talk about nature. You do get a lot of beauty there. This one's from 2018. I did go in 2018, but I didn't get this pin there. I got it very recently, but I'm really happy that I have it. It's a limited edition to 4,000, and it just reminds me of the Mexico Pavilion, which is one of my favorite pavilions in Epcot. But I also just love these 3 caballeros. Our next sidekick comes in the form of a trio of bears from Brave, also known as Merida's brothers, Harris, Hubert, and Heimlich, who eat a magical cake and get transformed into bears. Well, while we don't have a magical cake here, although that does sound delicious, we do have a pin that transforms. And this particular pin is one of my favorites, and it's from Cinderella. And we have, it's a very sparkly pin too. And we have the fairy godmother here transforming a very maiden Cinderella into Cinderella in her beautiful blue dress. So we have a spinner element on here for this pin to transform. I love the Cinderella story, and this pin is fabulous. It's an open edition pin from back in like 2005, I believe, and it features the fairy godmother, whom I love because she's a fairy. I love all fairies, and she is doing bibbidi bobbidi boo magic onto Cinderella in her maiden form and changes her into her Cinderella form. Look at the sparkle in that dress. So this is a really fun spinner pin. I love pins that do things. It makes it so much fun and entertaining. Our next sidekick is Pascal, that fun friend of Rapunzel from Tangled. I love Pascal. He is just an awesome, fun sidekick to watch. He's a green chameleon, which means he can also change colors no matter what he's standing in front of. So Pascal gives us share a colorful pin. And I have just the pin, which comes from the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. And when you pull on it right here, what? It opens up into 3 very colorful sections featuring the Mad Tea Party, which is like my favorite thing ever. Now, I got this pin from a very special friend, Vicky Vixen Lost in Disney, and it really is one of my favorite pins in my entire collection. So at first glance, we have a very sparkly pin with a teapot and the dormouse, and it has the emblem here of the Food and Wine Festival 2017. You pull it apart and you get 3 fun, colorful sections. Look at that. So we have the Mad Hatter up here pouring tea through his collar, out his sleeve, down to the March Hare, down to the dormouse. This pin is not only colorful, but it's super fun. Our next sidekick is that fun-loving dragon Mushu, who is a very good friend of Mulan. I absolutely love Mushu. So Mushu brings us share your favorite Asian parks pin. So we're gonna share the first pin that comes out of the States here. This pin comes from Hong Kong, and it is a very special pin from a mystery set that I opened. And out of all of the Asian parks pin, this really is my favorite that I have, because when I opened this tin, which might give you a little clue what it's from, I really wanted this one pin. It was the last one I pulled, and I let out a squeal because, of course, it was the Cheshire Cat in lollipop form. I love this pin. I love the Cheshire Cat. Now, is the Cheshire Cat a sidekick? Or is he his own standalone character? Because I really kind of think he's almost a standalone character. The Hong Kong Lollipop Tin is one of my favorite international mystery sets to open, because look at how fabulous these pins are. Look, they even have a lollipop stick at the bottom. But when I opened this, the last pin in the tin, and I got my beloved Cheshire Cat, oh my gosh, I was so excited. This is by far one of my favorite pins ever. Look at the pinks. He's just filling out this lollipop like there's no tomorrow. Lovely grin, you know, because we're all mad here. We're all mad. Now let's choo along to the next one. And if you've been to Bugs Land in California Adventure before they took it away, you might recognize the choo train of Heimlich. the caterpillar, who's from Bug's Life, who likes to chew, chew, chew his way through food. Boy, does that caterpillar like to eat. Heimlich's a lot of fun, and Heimlich brings us Share a Food pin, which I have one, and here is another Asian Park pin. This one comes from Shanghai Disney, and it comes from a mystery set, an emoji mystery set from Zootopia, and it features my favorite Zootopia character of all, Yax the Yak, on a donut, because why not? Zootopia is such a fun movie, and there are so many great characters in there, and I absolutely adore this yak. Yax the Yak in his groovy stance. The heart eyes are perfect on him, and he's just very laid back because he's just chilling, eating a donut. I think this pin is super fun. I love the flowers in his hair. I love the sprinkles on the donut. It just makes me smile every time I look at it. Next, we're heading off to the Beast Castle from Beauty and the Beast, and we're meeting up with our sidekick friend, Lumiere, that enchanted candelabra, whom I love. Lumiere is such an awesome, awesome character, isn't he? Oh my gosh, he's so much fun. And what better way to honor him than to share a pin of a character as an inanimate object. And I have the perfect pin because in this enchanted fantasy world, this is also a fantasy pin, which I just recently got into. This one was a gift from my friend Kate, Princess Minnie, and I absolutely adore it. It is 3 teacups from Alice in Wonderland, and the first teacup is the Cheshire Cat. We have the Queen of Hearts. Actually, it's 4 teacups. We have the garden in the center there. We have the Queen of Hearts with a heart handle there, and we also have the White Rabbit at the top. Let me show you this fabulous pin that I got from my awesome friend. Now, the Cheshire Cat takes on many forms in his life, and I certainly love this form of him as a teacup. Now, this pin comes from Castle Babe, and I will link them down below. They have some awesome, awesome fantasy pin designs that you may want to look into. This one, though, my favorite, because I adore Alice in Wonderland. I adore the Cheshire Cat. He's on a saucer with Eat Me cookies. So much fun. This is part of the Alice in Wonderland garden, that cup. This cup is the Queen of Hearts, and look at her heart handle, so beautiful. And of course we have the White Rabbit peeking out at top. I absolutely love this pin. Next we meet up with our favorite mice, Gus and Jaq from Cinderella. One of my favorite scenes in Cinderella is when all the mice and the birds get together and they make that dress for her. Susie the Mouse is part of that too. I love that pink dress that the animal friends make for her. It's really honestly one of my favorite scenes of that movie. And Gus and Jaq, since they're so akin to their princess, are bringing us Share Your Favorite Princess Pin. Well, I have one here that I just recently acquired, and it's from the Windows of Magic series, and it's my girl Ariel. I love this pin. Now, this is a monthly release from Disneyland, and they're not that easy to get a hold of. This Windows of Magic series is absolutely beautiful, and I certainly love Ariel in this form. Look at all the stained glass qualities. So Ariel herself is just gorgeous in this pen. Look at her hair, how it's floating all around. She has her purple top on. Look at the bubbles going on in the water above her. And at the bottom you can see a hint of Flounder, a hint of Sebastian, and a Dingle Hopper. This pin is, again, a monthly release in Disneyland, and it's limited edition to 2,000. Now, you didn't think we'd get off with just one princess pin, did you? Because you know me, I can't ever make up my mind when it comes to princesses. So on my board, I have a Cinderella pin, because we know I collect Cinderella. I also have an Ariel pin. We know I collect her. But where's my Snow White pin? So I'm gonna share with you a Snow White pin that I've never shared before. And this pin is awesome. It's a WDI pin, and it's from a window, stained glass window princess series that they made. And this is really fun. I love the metalwork on it. Now, this pin may seem dark and heavy, but you know, it really works for Snow White. Look at all the detail in this metalwork around here. We have her cottage here. We have like the vining around the wishing well. We have the princess castle at the top. We have Dopey watching her over here, and there are the other 6 dwarfs peeking over the bed of how they saw her. Now look, this is a stained glass behind her. Isn't that beautiful? They make this pin with all of the princesses, but I really do think that the style of it lends itself to the woodsy, cottagey feel of Snow White, and I think Snow White is exceptionally beautiful in this pin. It is limited edition to 300, which is really awesome as well, and I'm happy to have this pin in my collection. Our next sidekick is Tinkerbell, that sassy fairy herself. Now, Tinkerbell is awesome, but one thing we also know about Tinkerbell is that she is madly in love with Peter Pan, so much so that she gets very jealous anytime Wendy comes near. Now, I would think she would probably get jealous no matter who came near Peter Pan, because Tinkerbell wants him to herself. So for Tinkerbell, we are sharing a romantic pin. And I have another pin from an Asian park. This comes from a box set that I received from Japan, and it is an awesome different pin because it looks like a button, right? Now, there's many different scenes in Disney movies that are romantic. One being the Kiss the Girl scene with Ariel and Prince Eric. One is the Beauty and the Beast scene with them ballroom dancing. And another one is when Aladdin takes Jasmine on a carpet ride. This pin comes from a box set of 5 pins from Tokyo Disneyland, and this one features Aladdin and Jasmine on a carpet ride, and you can see Genie there too. And if you look really closely, there are the words right here, a whole new world to discover. I think this is one of the most romantic scenes when Prince Ali takes Jasmine's hand and they ride on the carpet ride. I can show you the world, because isn't that really what it's about? When you meet your perfect person, you just want to share everything together, and they have that moment alone. I mean, even though the genie's around on that carpet, it's just so magical and so romantic. This pin is awesome too. Look at the sparkle there. So it's like a picture inside the pin, and it's covered with the enamel on top and tons of sparkle. Lurking beneath the seas are 2 evil minions of Ursula, Flotsam and Jetsam, those spying eels, spending all their time just checking on Ariel and reporting back. Well, for them, we are bringing Share Your Favorite Villains pin. And I'm excited because this is my 3rd pin that I've never shared before on my channel, and I'm pretty happy to get into this. This is another monthly release pin. This one was from 2017, and it's a Pin Trading Tales pin, and it's a book. Look at the beautiful red color. Which villain could be inside? Oh, it's one of my favorites. You open the book, boom, and out pops the poison apple. Of course, it's the old hag. This Pin Trading Tales pin was from a monthly release in 2017. There it is on the book spine there. You can see the hinge elements here. Look at the beautiful red color, right? Oh my gosh. When you open it up, boom, out pops the poison apple, which is awesome. And you can see it says every pin tells a story. And here is the old hag. So it's the evil queen turned old hag, ready to give the poison apple to Snow White. This is really pretty, this green here. It's a very see-through, like a stained glass type of enamel that they've used with the etching of the old hag behind. This pin is limited edition to 3,000, and see, you can also have it hanging like this, which is super fun. And I really just love this pin. Who doesn't love Tow Mater from Cars? Tow Mater is one of my favorite sidekicks. He is that tow truck that hauls things, right? So with Tow Mater, we are bringing Share Your Favorite Ride or Attraction pin. And mine comes in the form of another monthly release. And this one also, I think, was in 2017. And it's the Doorways to Disney. I almost have all of them. I think I'm missing like 3, but I am super excited because this one is the Small World Doorways to Disney pin, and oh my gosh, I love this pin. It reminds me so much of the Disneyland Small World building. I love all the whites and the golds and the silvers and the sparkles, but what I really love is when you move the balloon of children over and you open the door. You get my favorite scene with the hippo and the giraffes. I love that groovy hippo. I love this Doorways to Disney monthly release series that had come out. They are all ride attraction based. I particularly love the Small World pin because I do love that attraction. It very much reminds me of the Disneyland Small World ride, which the outside of the building is just a spectacle. It's just fun to look at. It has all of the beautiful golds and the silvers and the whites and so much sparkle. It's super pretty and very whimsical too. You move our balloon over. Oh, look, you can see the numbers there, really fun. on and open the door, and we get our scene of our groovy hippo. See, that's what we always called him because he got all those groovy flowers on him. He's had a few paint jobs over the years, but in my mind, this is back in the 70s when I'm looking at him, okay? But look at our giraffes there. They're really fun too. I absolutely adore these pins. Now, they're limited edition to 4,000, and they are just fabulous. And last but certainly not least, we have our little green men, those fabulous aliens from Toy Story. The claw, the claw. I love those little guys. They are awesome. And they have quite the following too, don't they? They are kind of their own little entity amongst themselves. But with them, we get to share our favorite or our chosen sidekick pin. And my chosen sidekick pin today not only comes from under the sea, but from Paris as well. And it's Sebastian. Now, I love so many different sidekicks, but I am really totally into this Sebastian pin right now. Maybe it's the summer that's happening, but he is rocking out on these maracas, and I love that under the sea when he is doing the under the sea song and having that calypso party. That is my favorite vision of Sebastian, and right now I am totally feeling this pin. And again, did I mention it's from Paris? I love Sebastian. He tries to help out with Ariel. He gets so flustered sometimes, but he does have his party side. Look at him rocking out with these maracas. This pin is super cute, and you know, it really is just giving me the summer vibes for sure, and it's just fun. It is just a fun pin. Again, it comes from Paris Disneyland. It's an open edition pin, but it did take me a while to get a hold of it, and I'm really happy that I finally did. So here's all my pins. I had so much fun putting this Disney Sidekick Pin Tag together, and look at the awesome pins that we get to play with now, right? So I shared 3 pins that I had never shared before. So I shared this Funny Business pin, this Tinkerbell pin, this WDI Snow White pin, and this Pin Trading Tales, my villain pin. That pin's awesome. Love this series. I also have pins from all the different parks represented. The US parks, but I also have Hong Kong Disneyland represented, Shanghai Disneyland represented, Tokyo Disneyland represented, and Disneyland Paris represented. So that was really fun too. And on top of that, I have a fantasy pin. So I think I might have covered all the bases with this. I had a lot of fun putting this together, and I want to thank Kate, Princess Minnie, for doing this with me. It was a lot of fun collaborating on this great pin tag. Now, I have 3+ people that I want to tag. So are you ready? The first person I want to tag is my friend Taryn at Tinkerbell Taryn. I absolutely love Taryn's channel. She does a lot of hauls and unboxings. She also does a lot of pins. So I really want to see what she can put together with this. So Taryn, you are tagged. The next person I want to tag is Jessica Meredith from Oh My God Jessica. I have been having fun watching Jessica's channel lately. She does a lot of unboxings too. She has a thing for Winnie the Pooh. So if you're really looking for Winnie the Pooh items, go check her channel out because she has a ton of it, and she has some really fun pins too. So Jessica, I'd love to see what you can do with this tag. So Jessica, you are tagged. And the third person I want to tag is my friend Vicky from Vixen Lost in Disney. She's the one who gave me this awesome pin here. So of course, I want to tag you in this. Now, I had the chance to meet Vicky when I went to Walt Disney World for the pin trading event in May. So that was really fun being able to meet her. She does a lot of pins on her channel too, as well as some unboxings, and she is just really fun to watch. So Vicky, you are tagged. Now, I said I was probably going to tag one more person. So are you ready? So anyone in my Facebook group, Oh Hello Robin, Disney Pins and More, get ready because I will be sharing prompts for this tag for you guys because it's fun to do the tags, but I also want to see all your pins. So if you're in the group, you'll see it. And if you're not in the group, head on over there and join. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of great things. We're a Disney discussion and sharing group. We have some pin trading days now and then, but we'll be doing this tag in the group as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. So again, thank you to Kate for doing this with me. I had a lot of fun. I am certainly gonna go check out her video now because I can't wait to see the fabulous pins that Kate has put together because I know they are going to be just awesome. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a magical day and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.